Hi my love, today I'm going to show you how you can create this Dollar Tree fall centerpiece. This is elegance on a budget and you do not want to miss it. So I found these mirror frames in the Dollar Tree and I'm sure many of you have already seen them, and they are what we're going to use for our project today. Now you're going to need 8 of these mirror frames for this project. I could not find 8 of the same design, so that is why you see different designs and different colors, but I'm going to show you how you can make them all work. Now what I've already done is remove the mirrors from all of them except one. So this is the back of the frame and they have screws on them, and you're going to need a tiny screwdriver. So like I said, I've already done the other 7. I just was going to show you guys how to remove these. Now if you've ever bought the mirror frames out of the Dollar Tree, you know that they can be super duper flimsy, and these, let me show you real quick, are not as flimsy as those, because the traditional frames that you would get in the Dollar Tree, they would have like seams in the corners, and you can even break them apart. I have for projects before, or accidentally. These are all one piece, so it's a sturdier construction. So I hope they start making like their 8x10 and their other frames this way. So we're gonna just remove this backing and then take the frame out and sit it over to the side, because what we're going to do is paint these. They're all different colors. We don't have a black and white design theme going on. We're gonna paint these a metallic silver so that they can all be the same color. For this project, we are going to put the mirrors in a certain order, and I kind of played around with this in the store. So I think what I want to do, and we're going to glue them together before we paint them. We're going to be making a box, and so I'm going to do the sides of the box with this pattern. And feel free, my loves, to do whatever pattern you want. So these are going to be the 2 long sides of the box that we're building, and then these will be the inside.
It was just a misunderstanding. You waited in the rain for.
Alright, so one of my mirrors had a crack in it, and I saw it when I was taking it out. My plan was to go to the Dollar Tree and get another frame and just switch out the mirror. However, they did not have any more of these mirrors at the Dollar Tree that I went to, and I did not feel like going to multiple Dollar Trees. So what I did is I just put a little piece of duct tape on the back, and then I tested it in each style of frame to see where it would be least noticeable and the easiest to cover up this crack. And so this is a mirror sheet that I have. I had some mirror sheets. You can definitely do this with mirror reflective paper as well. Probably I just didn't have any. And so when I put it in here, I was able to easily see where the crack shows, and the only place that the crack shows in this mirror is right there on that one tile. So what I did is I cut a sheet, and I'm now going to glue it to this frame and then put the mirror back in. That way it won't you won't see the crack. I put the mirror back in on this one frame, and I just wanted to show you guys, you can't even tell where it was cracked. So in case you're wondering, this is the mirror sheet right here. It covered that crack beautifully, so I was able to improvise and not have to get a new mirror. So if you're ever faced with that, depending on the crack, maybe that's an option.
It was just a misunderstanding. You waited in the rain for hours.
So what I've done is I have cut out cardboard to build the inside of my box. This is going to be the foundation of the box. Now you can use foam board. I use cardboard just because I had cardboard. I recently moved and I have a lot of boxes, so they're free. I doubled it, so there's 2 layers of cardboard, and the cardboard is actually stronger than foam board anyway. Now this step is optional. I covered it with wood contact paper. I like the inside of my projects to look clean and the back and everything, so I want the inside of my box to look clean, so that's why I covered it with the contact paper. This rough side is what is going to be on the board, so that is completely optional. You do not have to do that. I also cut the board a little shorter, so about a ½ an inch shorter than the top. And then on each side is 5/8 of an inch in. And I did that to account for the side of the box to fit. So I want it to fit nice and flush. So that's why you want to cut your foam boards just shy of the length of the box, so that way you can line it up and have it all nice and flush.
No, I checked your number twice, then I went home. But I wanna let you know that, yeah, everything about you makes me smile.
I assembled the box, and basically on the inside, what you see here, I glued the cardboard to the inside of these, and then I put it together. You'll see duct tape in this corner. I left it blank so you can see it, but that's what I did in the corners. I added that duct tape, and then you don't see it right here. That's because I just put contact paper over it. So now I'm letting everything set, and to glue the cardboard to this, I used wood glue and hot glue, and then to glue these together I used E6000 and hot glue. And so now I'm just taking painter's tape and putting some tension and tightening this, and I'm going to let this dry overnight.
I wanna be your best friend, your best friend. I wanna be around you all the time. You don't understand, you don't need to worry.
To do the second piece, and what I'm going to do is just put it on top of the box and trace it so that you can see it, so that it covers this all up. I removed the painter's tape at the bottom, and what I noticed is even though it was painter's tape, it did remove some of the spray paint, which sucks. So you may not want to add the painter's tape. I'm going to see if I can show you guys. Yeah, you can see like right there, and I didn't even press it like super tight, but it definitely did mess up the paint. But I'm going to show you how we can fix that.
You don't have to prove us.
Now, one thing that I did not do, and I wish I would have done, is the cracks in between where I connected the frames. If I had it to do over again on the inside, I would have probably put like some popsicle sticks or paint sticks in there to really reinforce those seams. So I didn't think about it until after the fact. My box feels pretty secure, so I'm okay. But just know that is an option. If I made another one, I definitely would do that just to add a little bit of reinforcement. Flip the box over, and what I've done is put a couple of reams of paper in here just to weight it down so that that bottom can really go ahead and sit and set. It's not necessary to wait to start adding the mirror tiles or rhinestones to finish this up. You can go ahead and do that now because you're not going to be lifting the box, but you do want to let that completely dry before you pick the box up. I have done half of this box, and now I have the other half to do in the mirror tiles. Initially, I just wanted to kind of cover this up a little bit and put a couple here, but not cover it all the way. Because the painter's tape took off paint, I'm having to cover it fully and completely. So it's requiring a lot more of the mirror tiles than I initially wanted to use, but because I've done half of it, I already have them cut. So I have a set of 7, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and that those various sizes will go on the box. If you wanted a cheaper alternative, first off, if you don't use the painter's tape, then your paint won't come off, or if you do unpainted boxes, you don't have to put anything. You can leave it as is. But if you wanted to add some bling, the rhinestone wrap will definitely be a cheaper alternative. To me, this looks more holiday, and I like the mirror tiles better, so that's why I'm doing them. But just know this is a cheaper alternative. You could also put maybe crushed mirrored glass or glitter if you just wanted to add some kind of bling. So.
Baby, what's your hurry? You don't have to prove